Hi, this is Wilde, and this is going to be a kind of introductory lesson to playing my brand new Wilde tuned harmonicas. A big thank you to everyone who has bought one so far. So this is going to be a short tutorial to get you used to the layout of the notes, and I'm going to show you how to play a blues scale in the upper octave as well. So I'm using a Wilde tuned session steel in the key of A, which seems to have been the most popular key in this tuning. If you don't have an A, sorry about that. You won't be able to play along. You can still follow along, but you'll just be playing in a different key. So this is a layout of the notes here. So first of all, holes 1 to 5, I've kind of put a red box around these because 1 to 5 hasn't changed at all. It's completely standard, so you still get all that kind of old school blues stuff. None of that's changed at all. I experimented with several different tuning configurations before arriving at this one, and what I learned from that was that actually I really like holes 1 to 5 being the way that they are. I didn't want to change anything there at all. Wanted to keep that 4 and 5 trill, that double stop, and the 2-5 tongue split. So that's all completely the same. The changes start from hole 6. So the thing that always annoyed me the most about Richter tuning is the fact that in second position, the octave above your root note, which is draw 2, the octave above is blow 6, so it's not very expressive because it doesn't bend. So that's now a draw 6. So good thing to do is just practice playing your blues scale from draw 2, going up and finishing on draw 6. So we've got draw 2, draw 3 half step, blow 4, draw 4 bend, draw 4, draw 5, draw 6, and the other way. So now the only blow note in that scale is blow 4. The rest are all draw, which means you can get great vibrato on them all. Okay, so one thing that might be a little bit confusing for some people is that there's a repeat of the E here. Blow 5 is E, and blow 6 is also an E. You might be wondering why I've done that. Because that's not even a note that I use very often in this tuning. But it's because hole 5 had to stay exactly the same. And hole 6, this needed to be an E so that this G bends a full tone as it does in hole 2. Because the amount of draw note bends is determined by what the blow note is in that hole. So that's the reason for that there. Okay, so hole 6 is the same as hole 2. Hole 7 is exactly the same as hole 3. It bends up to a tone and a half. So try that now. So hole 7, we're going... okay, just like you do in hole 3. So now you can get your minor third there with a half step bend in hole 7. Woo. Just like you would do in hole 3. And you can get that big wide vibrato on it as well. Now we've got a repeat of that G here too. You've got G in draw 6 and G in blow 7. Just like you do down here, draw 2 and blow 3 are both G. So you can choose whether you play that G as a draw note or a blow note. I usually play it as a draw because it's more expressive, but the blow is useful if you want to play an octave. But that octave is now a 3-hole tongue split. You have to block out 3 holes to get a G and a G. Okay, let's go over the blues scale in the upper octave then. So we've got draw 6, draw 7 half step bend, blow 8, draw 8 bend, draw 8. Okay, so hole 8 is just the same as hole 4. Alright, so 2, 3, and 4, sorry, 6, 7, and 8 are just the same as 2, 3, and 4. Then hole 9 is the same as hole 2 again. So it's a G that bends all the way down to an F. By the way, I'm using an A harmonica, but I've written the notes out for a C harp, which might be slightly confusing. But yeah, just be aware of that. This would be a C Wilde tuned harp. So going back to that blues scale, we've got draw 6, draw 7 half step, blow 8, draw 8 bend, draw 8, draw 9 whole step bend, and draw 9. Okay, so you can get the whole blues scale with a flat 5 and a minor third, just with standard draw bends in that upper octave now, which to me makes much more sense. It's a lot easier, and I think it sounds better than using overblows. You can get better vibrato, you can get more of a flow between the notes. Okay, hole 10. This is an idea that I took from Brendan Power in his power bender, power draw tunings. It's basically switching the blow and the draw reed the other way around. So that old blow bend, which is quite commonly used, is now a draw bend. So it's a 4 down to a minor third. So that bends up to a tone as well. Okay, hope you found that helpful. I'll be back with some more lessons on this first, but for now, just get used to that blues scale in the upper octave and those couple of repeated notes, getting your head around them. Get used to playing that 6 as a draw rather than a blow. If you need any further help with this, I do offer Skype lessons. I've done Skype lessons with a couple of students already working with these harps. So just send me a message through the contact form on my website if you're interested in that. These harps are available to order from my website. Also, they're available in the keys of low F, low E, G, A, B flat, C, and D. The reason for the E and the F being an octave lower is just because when you're playing these high-end draw bends, it would get a little bit too high and harsh and screechy on the standard E and F. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with another video soon. Cheers.